We salute you for outside the country people them. PIDGIN News debate for number 17 day for October moon. We don't meet up as soon as Sabi inside Tory House for Saturday with the Everton back. For try for look inside the Tory the way they happen for the week. Week we just finish, we be get two different cases for man picky where they chop soya for that side so from Konsamba and even for place where they call them say Tungang quarter to a Tungang now for West region. We go turn back on top that chapter. Tory 2 for this afternoon, week way pass, we be get plenty waka for vex. We go concentrate for till it happen inside Boya. Mami they be come out and work people then say for Cameroon Development Corporation banana site where they dey for technical by force pension. Them say they be there for outside for Sika 3 year money where they never pay them for them. Tory say we go enter for other thing the way they happen for the week like the fake doctor where they catch them where it the work now only for on top woman them skin. We go talk to on top this court case where it be come out in favor for Chief Ndike Richards and Chief David Nayowe where they be come out their name for inside list for chiefs them for regional vote where it come December number 6 day 2020. Tory 2, we go talk this chapter, Palava for killing for Major General Ayeke, where they talk say they kill him for that side. So for Besali, Wabane, Lebialem division, but they come showing for population for Kumba inside Meme division. Today, we go try for look that chapter, whether for key person, keep on for public for people them for see. Now the best way for make other one them for fear, we go try for look inside that one them. For inside Tory House, we get two people them, and I go surely know their faces them, no be na stranger them. But na stranger inside program for this afternoon. I go start with you, Job. They call you a Job Desiree.
Good afternoon, Ambassador, and good afternoon for all contributors for outside the following now for Tory House here, Equinoxe Tory House. I want to say we are welcome and we stay tuned because we don't come talk what will happen inside a week. So I trace a lot for owner for outside day.
Yes, another person we dey for inside house today, na Tory man, in name, na Jude Mbaku. Jude.
Good afternoon, Ambassador. Good afternoon for Job Desiree. You know, when you say Job Desiree, so my head go quick for football, for the man with the Nang Damba. I want to salute all my way to watch Equinoxe this afternoon. I will say, make we don't find. As we to struggle, say, make we talk, share ideas as we feel develop communities.
Very good. And before we enter 14, they will get them for now for this afternoon. Small to read them for corner sides. We go start with this our only aeroplane company will get them. They be talk say they go start. They talk say no. They no go start again. They announce again say they go start. They talk say no. They no go start 2 times. Where they fail last with the year say the only aeroplane will get them for our country. Where they call them Kameko. If first aeroplane it go for up for number 18 day inside this moon. Where it been a Sunday. Now, plenty, they don't talk say magu where they happen for inside Kameko. It show, say Cameroon is also there for back, say maybe for 2035. They no go reach for side where they want for reach. Jude, this we own aeroplane first, Sabi say the aeroplane. Now one way they go Begam, say they go use them for some half time. And they never stand up.
Yes, we don't always get problem for aeroplane. In fact, airport don't always get a serious problem. Maybe today we start. I mean, I remember when we used to get even problem for tarmac, the place where aeroplane land. Yes, and minister be struggle with the administration for that airport for Douala because we talk about one airport, the one for Douala here. The one for Simalendo, the commercial airport. Now just one for administrative authority for diplomats then. Then the one for Garwa, the one for Bamenda, those one are local. But the top one with international airport, like the one for Douala was in an international airport, it don't always get the problems and not be to the way the problems start. And we don't hear for the past years a lot of money there be where they don't put us, maybe they develop that airport, which today we know they still see no progress. If you go on social media, you see a lot of people they come into the country, they always complain. So when they get for Douala, they like say they arrive from some village. So I mean, Douala's international airport now the only airport where Cameroon get will get to don't put enough energy, a lot of resources to make us even reach standard, but will not be serious at all. I remember saying Monday, they will say this flight they begin to start for Monday. Yesterday will be Friday.
On Thursday,
on Thursday,
they be first talks inside the week. They Thursday, big man wake up, he talks in.
Sign another book.
See, the one week they be put on Friday, no go happen. Yesterday, now when a Friday, they say na Sunday.
The talks on Palava, I just na 1 or 2 plane that we'll get now for Douala. If I not really remember, now 1 or 2
get one way we just come on for Boro. No, we just come on beggar.
I mean, this is not normal. Remember, say no stay away, Minister Tanganji, Minister Kutes, and there are
7 of them.
7 of them. They go up for
the higher aeroplane.
The higher aeroplane for Ethiopian. It been an Ethiopian airline plane. How we fit there for country where we not get common plane where people that they own, people that get private jet them. Wait till the area happen with Cameroon, we not even manage one airport. So you wasted the thing, they paid, it way vex we sometimes they want to talk to people just say with the two talk. It not be normal say a whole country like Cameroon, they not be able to manage Douala International. You arrive for, you go for welcome person for Douala, they like you there for bus station for Bonaberry. I mean it don't make sense. So me what I feel they talk now say for this palaver, it don't always be a usual thing, it not they come as a surprise to some of us who don't always know how it is. So Sam, Ethiopian airline for around February 2017, they will already get 111 planes. 101 planes them. Ethiopian airline. So if some country we get 101 planes by that time, I should say they even add them by now. Then what will happen? We will not even talk. So we'll get 5 solid planes them. Someone they call us a flying coffin. So it don't make an now we say so the fear. Even internal flight them, you know if you come off here, they be put flight from Douala here to Bamenda, that airport for corner for Bamenda Bafut. They say that air from Bamenda to Douala here now 32,000 or so. But I don't know whether people they still fly. Even as you can
say since this aeroplane
matter start,
why they never go. A job we get this problem for we country. I say you just come on for talk. Other country, them African country, they like we they get more than 5 aeroplanes. If you talk say yes, if something will happen, they go enter before we this also turn 1, 2, the one don't die, the one don't wake up, they go borrow, bring them and other kind of thing.
Ambassador, I don't see I'm like any surprise. Some people is surprised how Cameroon it will be for this kind of way. I don't sound like surprised because if you start from Camship there for the struggle, we get Camrai today for the kill people na kill them. Now because say that they carry people then put up for some certain position where they don't deserve them. Person who be trained, they carry put for that position, make it handle them. What you expect? It be like how they will put some manager for some place. Instead of carry they be the experts where they fit handle that position. They go bring a family people. They go bring man where he do now. He don't learn agriculture. Put a make him handle some position where merit them. So now all this kind of thing is the cause of all this kind of problem. And ambassador, so other thing to the way you see this Cameco, it is suffer so now because of plenty mismanagement and the problem with Cameroon they go through now. You know, say any country where it depend only on them say it put the income now for take and fight war, like because it's still Cameroon that they have situation for war. If they put all money, invest in for take and fight war. Money go really come on invest under army. Yes, you don't invest for under army. You go see and say money no dey enter, money really come on and come out. Like for now, they see how they say it don't now reach now level where people they pay tax for phone. Yeah, so now all this kind of issue where you see a Cameco too, it give for suffer. Other thing they come it come just the beginning. You see Cameco as how I use that plane they hire and hire.
Yeah. Now I talk to the beggar.
Plus the pilot.
They get for payback money.
And all the crew on board, they hire. I mean, say all that money they go now. We know our money now. People them for outside their money. So it be a show of shame. First time we did for outside country when they say you be Cameroonian, they say country for Etofis, country for Rojemila. But now maybe they just say you be Cameroonian. Just hear what they will talk for you.
Okay, and another thing where plenty people them they don't talk on top the chapter. Almost all party or opposition party people them they don't talk say that their hate say water enough cash water concerning phone where they talk say from number 15 the way don't pass say people that will buy phone and you pay tax and on top that one person like Cabra DB he just come up for talk for a head office for Yaoundé he talk say that one no hold water at all and he talk say make people then say they turn up. WhatsApp. They talk say no for that kind of one. And Sabi say person to like Sesh Espoir Matumba, Mami, Edith Kabanwala, and other big people they don't talk concerning this phone tax where they talk say they get for start pay from number 15 day for October when we already pass. Plenty they ask now say so they no go fit for buy phone again. How the thing go happen? Some they go say they talk say and come now go get chance for enter inside your account for any company where they do the money transfer where they fee come out that tax so they now a job you be the job talk that chapter for phone. You surprise you tell say Sunday just you done they cut 5,000 for your phone say nah tax for phone.
I'll be so surprised and I'll be so worried because Cameroon the first day under stress they struggle for life. Now I don't come for issue for phone. When they be first take that phone service, you try for help yourself, do some small kind of thing the way they bring some income. But now you say when you buy new phone, ambassador just 33%, not even say 2, 3 or 4% or 5%, 33%. And it means that say when you buy the phone, as you put in your SIM card, now from there now you go know say that SIM card you don't get no use. Yes, you get for pay some amount of money before you start use that SIM card. It be very funny, ambassador. I don't know what people they really done. They think I'm well before they pass this degree. Or now how they really think I'm well. They the one bring this kind of order. See me people then pay 33% for phone. We know that they manufacture them. That different people they manufacture them, but they can't take tax. Now this tax over plenty tax now the key Cameroon today.
No, Mbaku, some people that they talk say maybe na some sense when come now use them for use them block plenty binet them people they don't enter plenty for this phone binet and they like say na style they want use them so that if you go buy a phone for some place where in a company where they already pay tax, maybe the tax no go fall for you.
My first talk say ambassador, I not going to react on this issue like an economist, where you know how the economic situation for Cameroon is run. But I want to react like some person to you know small business, how a Cameroonian citizen supposed to feel when such a thing be announced. You remember say when this thing be come out, plenty people they be talk say me phone tax end because they be check say. Now some new tax way then they introduce them for people. But after a while, they begin to tell we again say now tax way don't they exist. But the only difference now say the tax be they exist, plenty phone dealers them they bypass the tax. The tax will be found for the 2019 finance law. And they be put that law for parliament, people they be vote the bill when President Biya be enacted because waiting. Phone dealers they be the bypass, they be the use strict bypass borders where they not pay the phone tax. So now government checks custom and the other Ministry of Finance, telecommunication checks how they do now for arrest this situation. They introduce the tax now and say any man go where you get phone, they go in fact this method they don't introduce them. But me I want to say like man you know small economics some kind, so small level for economics. Once I be learning now say when the tax burden it don't shift from the indirect system of tax to an almost blurry direct system, it provoke people then for start look into the situation like which they happen in Cameroon now. If you know tax you pay for beer, if you know tax you pay for Maggi salt and all that thing, it no overborder you because now indirect. But that's why there's indirect tax. But when you don't transform them, it be way person no say no, I go pay tax. It is that now they look and critically and now why Cameroonians they be conscious and aware now say some tax be the way it be phone tax. You understand? Custom come out the other day for clarify itself for why way it bring the phone tax to this method. Custom sent out a 12-point document. I've just been around Wednesday. Inside that 12-point document, I'll just highlight some few things. They talk reason why they change. One of the reasons why they change that system, now say custom be the receive, and they struggle now and say make bribe no plenty for custom. Because people don't take bribe for custom. So they remember so conduct the overseas custom as one of the highest corrupt sector where they for Cameroon. People don't overtake bribes so they not be able now for fetch the much needed money where custom need them. Custom they collect 100 million, around 100 million now for phone tax. Instead of the usual about 2 billion where they used to collect them. When I collect 100 million now. So they used to collect about 2 billion for around the year that 2000 then, so early 2000s. When fund they be just come out, and they be to explain and say normally in around 4 million fund in the entire country every time, but they collect less money, and government don't increase their target over 15 years now. Government don't increase their target. The target now for custom, it don't rise from about 347 billion from 2005 to close to 900 billion now. So how from 300 to 900, and how they go pay where they collect only 100 million instead of 900 billion? So if we make a two customs, I say not the only solution this way, they fit shift the tax burden from so that make people that they escape tax, make them pay. When you explain also, it be very normal and natural, say for custom sector, yes, they fit do and so. But once we Cameroonians them and citizens of Cameroon, they want to know and where they vex them. Now say when you put a tax where other African countries give value added tax rate, they go up to 20%, Cameroon gets something 19%. Yeah, and others they get 17, 18%. But when we don't put phone tax for 33%, it be gross. It also be gross. And when we don't talk, say, okay, this tax they so other Western countries then they collect them. Now true say other Western countries they collect tax. I no one going to the kind of tax they collect them. But ordinary Cameroonian want to know how this tax affect or the impact he. Now the thing that they make and so the quarry the plenty.
So it means governor automatic, they really get for sensitize people them, they get for clear people them head.
Yeah. Ambassador Abegman don't call you small. When they be enact this tax for parliament, I mean for 2017, the bill will be passed to the finance law. When it be happen so, it be a responsibility. I don't know whoever it be enact the law, whether parliamentarians they just should down. The check now that on how many billion they will take them. They concentrate only for microfinance budget. When this kind of law, ministers they bring the government bills them for parliament because private member bill don't pass. When they bring this bill them for parliament, it be a responsibility for every parliamentarian, every senator, every lawmaker for look critically and then take these laws and back, go for their communities, sensitize people. It be a responsibility of government for start tell people that ahead of time why would you want to increase this tax, the reason and there are target for increase this tax and which we will use this money for do. It not just be suffice to say government will just look up one day, tell people say will they increase this tax, then okay we don't pay the tax all along. Wait till now they use the tax money when they do. Now they think
they will be like surprise for you. Now the system this way, this government they do it things and it hardly clarify people them. Even some budget they take them for use them. Then they come back for can't say money don't go so it don't go so and so what they can do and like what it happen where the Minister of Territorial Administration they give it certain things they meet for the internal displaced people. When money come out, they can't take country people
they get to give it balance sheet.
In nothing at the same problem we get and so for corona money.
Yes.
So trouble day and one of the things that we people they get for do now for sensitize people them on top the thing them know now for wake up for bed Sunday they talk say today na phone we could put them tax they go pay whether they like them or not.
But they not talk that one for app, that one for application. It dey for that law. Yeah. But custom not talk that one for app. Maybe because you not reach them. How you pay app where you no produce them? Maybe I don't know whether would you listen for government, but they need to check this strategy. You not produce, you not be app developer. How you go the tax? Because me I use about week do I finish? I don't use about 15 apps or 20 apps. I mean apps of a phone download for Android Play Store and all that later because I find one that it fits for my profession. Yeah. So why want somebody pay 200 for app the way you know you be developer with the app? So they need to still clarify for that law for app.
Okay, maybe we enter for the thing them to get on with the image this Saturday. We go start for inside Booyah country people them. We be get mommy then we they be come out for outside week we will just finish them and mommy they be come out for different quarter them. You get one day they come out for Comboni, you get one day they come out for Oyamongo, we get one day they come out too. For place where they call them say stranger quarter where they be waka for roads. Mommy them they know the waka say they so gone this so hala or they don't kill some person for inside Booyah. They are crying and say they don't shoot down for more than 2 months, they no get light. And according to them, they don't give time for their master them, give time for their chiefs them. For say they go meet up big people them where they the local light for inside Booyah. And after with that time it pass, so they now school starts. Mami they say pikin they learn book now with it true can now for the way they talk say no. They want they no fit for continue again for look inside the arrangement now for the way they enter for road. Waka for vex it be go now for it go for DOE office for inside Boya where mami them talk say that they go talk now for you like the Oga Pata inside Boya a subdivision and sabi big man wey the local light for Boya dey he be talk for this mami them and the big man he talk for them say wetin say na for sick and say plenty people them that the thief light for their own end na till they call am for Douala say song lulu so just now they the struggle for see as they go do and wey the show say they work no na work for 1 day no na work for 2 days small they get for fix am but how town like Boya inside town no be na self say na some village 2 moon light e no dey. Na thing that way people they try for check and on top the problem they happen for southwest and northwest. We sabi say that one they don't turn on a normal country fashion where some people they fish it on. They don't get like town where be the shidon for Boya, a hat before they cut light. But now they cut light anytime inside Boya, bring her for some certain time Jude.
Yes, when I watched those images, it been on Friday, today now when Saturday.
Thursday.
On Thursday. When I watched those images, really talk say, wow, woman then get power. Yes, women then get some degree of influence for society. You see the way the military they follow them. Yes, they just follow them for God, secure them, make the woman them make the voice. And Cameroon really get problems, honestly. If you really see this crowd of women them come out, woman them no be man became there you know say this one it mean business ambassador because if that men woman way talk. If we talk so, I'll be following it for somewhere else. It's the major problem in society. They are chop them, they don't keep them for fresh. They are picking them, they don't read book. The one day they go university. They don't do research. In fact, you know, to a light for a community, see people that they use advantage as light no they invade people that they rape and rape cases and to don't the act for Boya. I mean, plenty things they don't go fine. So it be their responsibility for come out. How a town like Boya. If Boya no get town, then we'll talk to my village in your for Batibo subdivision. If Boya no get town, then we'll talk to for Anyajwa.
Light.
Light. Then we'll talk to for those other remote villages. Then. So at the way look the thing, so it pass me. Enyo or whoever be involved, and not only Enyo anyway, will be involved because
some of the problems too so we. Because when you hear it to the big man for where the local light talk, it's plenty. They don't move their connection, put on for their direction. The transformer carry plenty.
Yes, the transformer way be there for the other side is spoiled. If the explainer say it's spoiled, then for redeem the other situation, they move the load for the other people for the other side quarter and for the other side. So for them now for sort back the lines them for themselves again for the same power people for sort back the line them. Move them back, you know, the easy. So now them cause their problem, the transformer already woman they try, don't over be loaded. For to reverse the situation, it be challenging. So I just say a very serious problem and thank God say the deal for Boya. At least now Maui, it don't the coast strike them.
It time for Boya when you go come and go talk say yes.
You know, yes. Because see people then Abba Abdurrahman no. Abba Abdurrahman. It really get some kind leverage for handle this kind of issues.
Job Boya, what do you call them? Boya no be na nika na Boya, but now so people them they enjoy the like say the day of village. Those some the day for their village.
Yes, ambassador. When you know say when hate for fish don't spoil, when hate for fish don't spoil, the whole fish will be condemned. I say when hate for fish is spoil, the whole fish will be condemned. That's what Cameroon did today. Not only Boya, I get different towns and way they face the very thing where Boya they face them. Now see that mommy they don't take upon themselves. You know say this generation for today, as we did for today, so would they over depend on light. You know if you imagine say 2 months, not even 2 days or 2 weeks. 2 months people will be they don't get light. They don't fish don't quiet. And maybe they go don't write send them for Dio or send them for big man for Enio, but they should don't quiet. They always wait in that time people don't make match before you hear some one authority voice. Something that will happen why you know be fit call or even go for on air. He talk what is it go on air say we like know they will hear now. Or it explain and say now wait this way will pass through now why that line not be for 2 months. I beg una stay cool, we go in some few days time, all thing go. First time before a new one cut light, in those they been a sonne. Before one cut light, they announce them. It is sent announcement for all Tori housing.
Now this
announce them.
But they said on our social media, they no one pass through right channels, and they only depend on social media.
At first they do them so.
All man go sabi
for social media.
You the one children, say in 2 days time or tomorrow line will be for so and so time. And when they do exactly when the time when they say it come. But now they don't care. 2 months people they day when they don't get lights.
They'll cut light for 6 o'clock. They no cut them for that 6 o'clock. They cut them around 8. Then
so
the time when you get for cam.
So they beg big man for a new for Boya side and Dio for Boya. Same they put their heads together. They see as how we if you make a light come back for Boya.
Inside Faco division still we remain. Now for Tico side. Week we just finished, we get the work people them for banana site for Cameroon Cooperative, we get a Cameroon Development Corporation, CDC, with them say they be do their own work for vex for that side. So for Tico, for these people them own, they talk say 3 years, they don't stay, they never get salary, they don't do their work. And on top that chapter, they try for talk say it shows say the big people them for inside CDC, where they look at CDC, they don't forget them. These people them, banana work people them for CDC, they be first going for them office for Tico side, they go cry, no nothing, come away sweet them for their ear, them to the worker. They reach for DO office, DO2, be she done for on top of chair for your office, so they turn back for their office. But Sabi will be try for talk with the big people them, where they look at CDC for side for Buta, then they try for tell we, say they so true, they Sabi, say they never pay the people them money, and they work on top for say as well they go even manage give them small so that they feel manage on top as well they expect to say they go get money. And another story where they tell we say the people they be there now for under some small technical unemployed. Now it means everything they be send them say they remain for us for some time for sick as say place level, ground level, and money don't the strong the go, but they not deny say they know the owe them as well them say them talk. First the festival alike where the big man talk. Now say they sabi say they owe them. Deny that one. And he beg them, say may they take time small. CDC, when we call them first time, all man be life for go work for day. But this problem, we sabi, they talk say that the problem cause the confusion.
Yes, the ambassador for Palava CDC, all we will know which way Southwest and Northwest they go through, and CDC they didn't really touch CDC plenty, because all will be here how we the workers and plenty them be there for that side for Tico side, for banana side, you see they cut some people on their fingers, they cut one their foot them. So this Anglophone crisis, and you sabi say if you make so plenty workers at the go house, so if you touch CDC plenty, so. The way big one was this talk, I think he talk fine like a man boy, he don't try to explain that for them. Say really they know say they owe them, and plenty of every day for technical holiday. But I think it don't promise and say go see into their problems. Ambassador, 3 years people they do with no get salary. It touched me plenty. It touched me plenty because nobody say the money this no one pay because I know about CDC very well. CDC in those days of CDC. Because me, I be born for Limbe camp. I know as how this be in those days. They give workers a house, they stay for them free. They plenty ways this is do. But now because of this crisis, we don't touch this too much. No, I know now always this other places and the way this Anglophone matter don't touch them. So I just beg say make this they try for see how we they feed give people even now 1 year salary, maybe they take and hold their skin there for same for school.
Challenge for Cameroon Development Corporation CDC, now the same challenge to a Pamol to get, and Gabriel Bayrobe, where the look at farmer people them palava for we country. That will be the put down new people there for Pamol. He say want to see me Pamol turn back again for up the challenge.
I check said no make no that structure not give excuse for any of these people there for any of these workers. As far as the government structure, they work, they see money, they come over, they make they pay them. When I need one pay this people because when I use that money, when I ship them, because I want to take and divert them for other things. Pay the workers the way that they work, make this money, it come out. Even if now 2% it enter for government treasury, me enter more no say money no there for government treasury. Now for the labor people, if you know what it mean. For stay, for work, hard work, since it's not be easy place, ambassador. No be some place go, she don't fold their arms. These people that they work, they part they are now ancient people. They don't use now modern tools. They use rudimentary tools. Work their hands them hard. money no there for send picking them to school. I yes one they cry, say landlord need ask whether they don't pay you for workplace or not. So when people they work, especially for government structures like whether PAMO, CDC, or whatever, we not pay them. If government of Cameroon treasury no get money, we not say money no be there for pay for send off for treasury.
But Ambassador, they talk about that 3 years.
Because there's money.
They talk about that 3 years. So how long don't make for house? Because I remember when it should be start. This will be like banana side be stop.
This in
Banga side be stop.
It already be for close to 5 years.
Because this one if they ask that 3 years, so maybe don't be for house for 1 year, 2 years. If they ask for
Now if they ask means they surely work for.
For that 3 years.
Yes, make they know if they ask you they no work for. Or if the management be talk say it go keep on this particular kind of basis, make they fulfill the engagement. Because more know the work money for, I know CDC don't get a huge challenge. I travel from to Moyoka side through Equinoxe, see how the whole place
be abandoned.
Yes, be abandoned and race down cities. But I also want to say when we check say all money will move on from this oil, from this plantation, we need to send out the treasury. Maybe they take and they fund other things them. Even the same way it go on for day, it will be a very dangerous thing. Pay back the people where they work for day, may they live a sustainable life, make peace return. Because no like we see this street protests every day for Southwest. I mean, apart of these people, the Boya Council, SSF, it begin a protest only inside this week. Wait till we protest every day. Country not forget peace. So, me I know the sense that to make logical sense. Make it pay the people if they owe them. Make government go for other sectors, remove money there, even from the military sector, move money there, make a certain issue that the country.
You want to them to they go for it.
I mean, no military sector, yeah.
Yes, because money to the go there. Why not?
You want to the uniform people that they'll come up for it, so they never pay them.
No, someone they don't come out sometime. I remember.
I bet you know it happened after when they come out.
Yeah, but
okay, we go enter for these other confusions. Plenty. Mami they call them say they been a Mazembe. Me, I don't call them say na boy they cause disorder for town. For France, for Emmanuel Macron country top, they say they been a microp as we they call them. They do. Inside this week, we will just finish Sunday breaking Monday. Ebi wawa. For sika this boy them, where they call them say microp, or if you call them say Mazembe corner people them, plenty people them for inside they do, they be come out with their stick for their hand. They talk say go up and down. That boy they way they want provoke people them for inside town here where they call them say Douala. They don't go left them at all. Sabi say before them one reach what they do, they be they say for Aquano. They don't pass to from Ndokoti, cause trouble. They reach for Ange Raphael, reach for BP City, cause problem. Sabi say so for on top the palava, police and gendarme they only come now after when they boy them. They don't really come out. With the population say in the ask question why it they so say when the boy they come, they know the fit for Sabi say danger in the enter for people them, they only come now after them say they no be gree, police people them and gendarme town when they come. Sabi say for the week, governor for littoral region, Samuel Jodoneba Dibois, he talks everything, say immediately as well the people then smell that boy that they come, now them their own place for call police and say may they come. No be na say they expect a policeman go shit up for office, he check say been a wishman for before all corner. And on top that one, Samuel Jodoneba Dibois, he don't talk say everything, say it dey so make the population if you don't have for paper city, may you be your own security, you be a neighbor security. Vigilante committee he talk to say may they try for form and for all place them before soldier them or even uniform people them, they go look inside the chapter. That will be the blottery. He said they don't catch 39 of them of the boy them, and they say they go send them direct from Gata. Jude, this problem for this boys group of boys they turn for quarter them cause this order. Governor talk is a normal in a population get for call police or the uniform people them when that kind of thing happens. So for them they know the just she done. Sabi see something happen, but we sabi when some kind of work they pass for inside we country. You no need for call police.
Yes, not true.
You no need for call.
Anyway, but ma just talk say this boys if most parts of Douala here when you work you really see some of these boys for street you really shiver because it's not normal and the population for this kind of boy increase every day. I mean, truly we need to be one another's keeper. Criminality, high crime, high rate of crime. You don't invade. It always they so for Douala here, but this particular boys I remember that even in the way they call it distress, they call it place where they work, they call it distress call. Say they so the boy they don't come out, make all man lock place for all side for aqua, make the lock place for all side for that. I say, but now which kind of group of boys them if you really get energy for terrorize the whole town this kind of way? So they don't get to take these people then lightly. This kind of people then for insecurity, they don't need to take them lightly. Any man get to be aware. And they always talk say when you stay around, we don't know what your neighbor they do. You yourself, you need to be suspected. You need to at least know, because they ever talk say no, anglophone attitude, know how for work out salon neighbor. But it be just a human nature. So you know what your next neighbor they do and how his lifestyle is. Because we even talk rape, crime now because people they just don't fold their arms, say mind your business. True, mind your business, but you must know what any other person they do. So even for the street to dweller here, we get cameras them. I also on place they don't put cameras them. Even for West, for Northwest, we get cameras they don't put out on place them for the observe which way they happen. Make them go plan this camera then for better position. Use modern technology for track down. We not still catch people that for this kind of funny way we do for camera here. More use technology now. They fit fly drone around just when that thing happen. Military drone fit fly around. It capture a lot of spots them. Like what they do now for upside them. Make them do them. Fine for here they will arrest most of this situation then because truly if this boy will continue so we'll get a huge in fact the other two will get a huge group of I don't want to say a terrorist, I don't want to say but a huge crime group will come out.
Job, these boys we did a whole quarter hostage. Now when they come, they go before we uniform people then today they appear.
Yes, I go blame the authorities be in place, Ambassador, first because why? When you get picking way is stubborn and you know say is stubborn, then you only cajole that picking will can kill you tomorrow. If you compare the way these people they do peaceful work for Maurice Kamto and the way they handle this issue for this body, they want to commode the whole collars, the whole sticks and axe. If you see the way if you look at you see two different the way they handle the issue. Because when people come out, they do peaceful worker, they bring tear gas, they bring mami water, they bring all kinds of things. Last time this happened from Dokoti, I be get the information that body no even come. I only analyze that body they come. They say the microbes they come Dokoti. So one time you say if me I do be civilian, I don't already hear the news. Then the people the way they did for the way they protect we, they say they protect we, the force of law and order. They never get the news. See time when they become for this side for Aqua no. I get the news say they did Aqua, they did for that side for wrong point side they come towards Aqua no. You see population they run, people they run, civilians they run, people they run leave back when they lock their places. So the authorities they need to reach out we go for sleep. And then they take this issue as Mr. Jude talk, they take them serious because tomorrow you can't turn a different thing. So we start for Rwanda. It start like joke. People come off the street with collars, they concord people. So the best authority they in place. If they talk to truth, say they don't catch some of our body. They say I want 30. If they don't catch them, they show good example. Me the other one, me they copy. But I mean, I say they don't catch them. So me say truth don't catch them because I know I say I'm based on Toli hasn't show. I'm saying they don't catch one of our boys them. So the beg say me this authority they go for sleep. When something happens, so me they take them serious.
No, they say don't catch, but they be linked. To the situation.
So me they
say no even the boy them.
Yes, they no when every time they say they want to do peaceful work and after they take and you want to see all junction, you see police and you see army, all kind of people there. When the kind of thing happen, so they come out to collapse and all that thing they say in a bad one that.
Okay, we go take una just now, enter for the other chapter. We could just finish them. At least we'll be get two of them for Tori House. We go start with this one we happen from Konsamba, na some pikin, 6-year-old pikin, small girl, where some man wey dey 47, a choppy for that side, so for inside Cité Vet quarter from Konsamba, Mongo division. And as sweat Tori enter for we ear, the man wey dey in question for this war thing, they talk saying a man wey dey she done. Inside the same house where that small pikin dey stay, for Sika say a brother is sabi the man where he get the house. Waiting be really pass where this man he forced himself for 6-year-old pikin Nothing that will never fit for talk, but sabi self quick to enter for we ear. Population too, they no be levy in peace. As we population, they talk say two-way do am. They no for fit for levy, so it go quiet. And sabi self say this pikin, as we the mommy pikin talk for we. They say anytime the man turn back for work, they go for parlor, they give each chop before he go for room. Pikin to go follow, they go play phone, game for phone. Pikin turn back quiet. But that day, the man, he come back for work, he no even go she down for parlor as we ever she don't chop. He go direct for inside room. Pikin to follow, now only cry after, where Pikin start cry, we make mommy them sabi. The man, he dey for back counter, for place where they call him saying Consambam, for Central Police Station. Another case inside the same this week, country people them make we take una go for Tungang, now for West Region. Precise place where they call them say TPO. Now for they with mommy them say they be cry plenty inside this compound. Na pa for Pikin where he chop he own Pikin 13-year-old college girl for that side, so for inside Tungang for West Region. As well the pa be claim, pa talk say he don't come, he see money, he don't lost 2,000, another day na 20,000. So he be hold the Pikin, he be the nakam. But instead, as well to re-enter for we ear, apart from say be the one force himself for enter own Pikin skin, na so to be the knock the Pikin. So now on top that knocking and outing, where he kiss small Pikin where they call him say Aisha for that side, so for inside Tungang the pa, na Okada man, as well to re-enter for we ear. And the bet where be the do that in, na the bet that, and we hear pa he be don chakara married with a woman, so he be the stay with the 3 Pikin them for inside TPO quarter for Tungang West Region. Job inside the 2 different to read them, or then a Pikin them, at least one, it dey around that kind, one at 13, another one at 6. When you weigh the 2 cases, what you get for talk?
When I weigh the 2 cases, I say those 2 women then are devils. Why? Because I don't see how man Pikin he go do this kind of thing for small Pikin, especially this papa where rape the own Pikin. This boy to rape Pikin for 6 years. What's the count for their mind when they want to do this kind of issue, Ambassador? I don't want to beg this government may pass on law for parliament. What will happen for Nigeria? Nigeria parliament don't pass on law. Yes. If it happens to come on, say make when man begin rape woman so Pikin so make they castrate it. Like this thing, it will reduce for this Cameroon. Ambassador, if you don't notice and say you hardly hear good news for Cameroon today. You hardly hear good news for this country, Cameroon. What did happen? Now, what did really happen? For me, this kind of thing has happened. So when they don't commit this kind of offense, make police just leave them. Make population, they handle the matter. When I say we know they accept jungle justice. But to me, we are give Pikin. You see man will rape small Pikin. So they what's the count for your mind where you want to do that kind of thing where you see woman there for aside plenty. Ambassador, I not get plenty there for talk, but I say would they condemn this kind of issue? Would they really condemn her?
Okay, Jude.
Yes, Ambassador, I really feel say this rape issue this time it don't increase. First time we return rape, but now these days hear the thing again. It add every day and no between only to take and play with them. And also some my colleague they watching now. They will say Mbaku now they always talk say dressing because we get this debate last time where this girl is sing Daphne. We complain about rape. We get this huge debate where we get to do with attires.
We wait for dress.
Wear for dress and rape. But people do not often ask the question to say you see Pikin like this 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 13 years. Now say it dress that kind of way, or say even get those.
But the 13-year-old 7 papa.
Imagine. So wait till the way excite old man, aged man of that nature, of that age, for get to rape that kind of Pikin. So you come again, you realize and say society will need adjustment for our society. We need to create awareness. This NGO, especially the one that deal with women affairs, because most of these things that happen for our young girls, it mostly happen for young girls, we will talk about rape. So, I really plead say, make we form resilient groups for communities. Make we be one another for girl picking them for communities. Find where we fit infiltrate into schools. Maybe as community, as NGOs, as community resilience groups, as quarter group where they fight against such ills. Make them educate the picking them from school. Make them educate them. Make them coach them. When you see your parents don't start behave some kind of way, what you need to do. When you small picking for 13 years, you go follow that man the play phone every day for room.
6 years.
Sorry, for 6 years. It be innocent. But if they be taken for class, if some good person really take for class, put small sense to it, say, no they go over associate. Because some uncle they when I picking the cry for us, say uncle, they know nothing where the pass. So it only end in such tears. So wait till I show for tongue and say, make we form a kind of society where we fit encourage, we fit coach small girl picking the way they grow up, for the way they fit come out of this situation. I don't understand which way you see for your own picking, where it's sweet you so you go enter back for you. Well, jump talk with the woman, they go down only for a place here. They flop all over the place.
The bed where ministry where they protect women, they say they wake up for sleep.
Yes,
because when it happens, so they just don't quiet.
Osabi, I saw the talk. Apart from this case, Osabi said some time ago, 3 ministers them they be joint sign book for concerning the way people they dress. But that book where they sign them, they say they don't try for cupboard. They know they do any follow up for group. And for outside, you see the kind of way picking the dress. Some man picking them. Now the way the woman then dress.
Yeah,
that they make and they go start checking them for their head.
Yes, that one to get the argument. You know the talk. Well, because I don't say people anyway they don't start talking. No excuse. No excuse. No there for rapists. Drop the talk earlier. We get some shown as some part of North Nigeria. They sign up. They endorse them. When they just cash away rape, so no need for our border. They just the investment because other party own picking. When they cash away rape that kind of case, they just go take you go to a doctor. They find way just clear off. They are rape mechanism. You just do the normal.
Okay, we go enter for this other one. We consign some doctor to where they be kashi na Commander Edinge Philippe inside Bepanda. This man, Fojo, as we they call it alias doctor, he be the work now only for top woman. Or he walked in them, nothing way they look now for inside woman, he private parts, as way he talks he been a doctor, he say been a nurse, he get nurse for school he go, and he be the do now work, and all he work now for see way to they for woman the private parts, he no get no other thing where they use them, and plenty people them for quarter, then they complain, say he dey so, he dey move now only belly for woman them for that side for Bepanda Safari. One of the woman way come out belly for that side, now he say way he cry reach gendarme people them for Bepanda. Now for this step where they can pick pa even tawe ask the question why be they do the work. Pa talk say he no be get work for do, so he be the use it for do a net for backside so that if he get chop on top of the table, he talk hoha. No be na me a talker. Now so sep will be textile enter for Pie House. Na Pie House say we he turn am like he own hospital. Now for the way he do he own consult inside the own house for that side. So for Bepanda Safari, we will say will last reach so they will enter for Pie House. Pie House, if we get plenty kind of whiskey them where people then say they confused whether na say the pa it make dinner for whiskey on a how even kind of packet medicine them it be day when na only for inside house. You see the different kind of whiskey there you get them even wine plenty on top of the table whether na the thing that way they use them to for do the abortion them for people them come up people them belle man no sabi but on top table na the thing them that where they be meet up inside that Pie House con the people them and sabi say on top that one pa it be get bed for corridor when na for the way any man way can come up belle it she sleep on top he come out the belle for day. So inside Bepanda Safari, Commander Edinge Philippe we dey for Bepanda side. Na he catch his pa and pa the total talk say he be innocent even as we dey do this work backside job.
Now just one of the center in this way they work it out backside. Now just one that you go see the plenty. If not that this woman way he happen say he cry plenty. He be say on I say the belly don't be so on how many months so maybe if they do am so way 3 on 4 months on 2 months maybe do am so you get no problem. But this one don't surely be now one way maybe it don't be for 4 to 5 on how many before it can show so and also they make too so now because plenty people they don't go school for doctor they come work no day. Now why they see they create some other backside issue where they can get their small income. So but we condemn this kind of issue them plenty, ambassador. And woman when they go carry belle way they don't want them. When they go worry doctor they don't catch it now and he don't follow and law to go take it.
Yes, Mbaku Jude.
I check say again, now where to where society it become. Job, truly, wait till you talk about woman then. I want agree with you. You see, now when they don't catch doctor, all they go behave like say doctor na the worst witch man. Yes. Doctor na the worst witch man because they don't catch it. You know, they ever say if man na one way don't catch out with the foul of your hand.
Yes.
But you know I catch you that foul, you know, yes. Doctor na worst man because they don't catch it. That woman the way that they go do fornication or they go do adultery all time. Then you go for doctor move them belly. No man will be able to catch him. Now doctor don't be bad man. But we just talk say this kind of situation and truly will get many of this kind of people there for our different communities. Then. When you move belly so for young girl of 12, 13 years, if we know so well, now young, yes, we'll start blaming say now ye be the mistake, now ye be the error. But when we get woman, the mature woman, 20, 30 years, 40 years, when they go commit adultery, go find this kind of people then. Say me they move belly. Society need to start wake up, we need to start think about our own ethical values them. This kind of all communities them, I don't lie you, plenty of communities get this kind of people them. And if you know the number of people where that go in here every day, it tell you how rotten our society it be. Waiting it prompt woman them. So one them might guarantee this for doing adultery. So you know say you don't get a doctor away any 2 months, it go move belly day, it go get belly, it go sleep with different man picking them. So we need to educate community, educate women them, especially women them. So I don't know to be wrong women them, plenty of them, they get problem. If you see even this church pastor, I watched one for social media the other day. Woman they go stand for say pastor, the movie close to church, put hand inside the private and all that. It not be ethical. Women they need to be adjust again for society. They don't need to be this vulnerable.
Okay, if we get for talk on top that chapter, we will surely get even 2 hours for talk on top. But we go finish with this one will happen for the week. For that side, so for Kumba, plenty, they don't ask the question. Major General Ayeke, as we they call it, we soldier them, they go meet up for Besali, Wabane for Lebialem, fight, shooty, inside Lebialem, but they can put enough for inside Kumba, for semi population for Kumba this year. Sabi say plenty, they talk say maybe one of the people, they maybe talk say be na King Kong for inside bush with no man, you know, if you for cash for this problem for Northwest and Southwest, and Sabi say according to waiting, where the commander necessary to follow up this operation the talk, it try for talk say after they get another case them. How they go manage empty or show thy body for roads, Jude? Just talk some more.
Yes, I just say the military is it do the one they want use that strategy for demoralize the others. Yes, and then for to put say now to demand that because sometimes the propaganda for the war it don't too much for the way. If the client so go the talk say no lie no be demand that. Yeah. So they bring up for show the people say now demand this no now just for recognize for sure I'm clear say now demand
the BLM na a division on its own, Meme division on its own.
The BLM is strong. It hard for go do this kind of thing again for the BLM. The war be there for the BLM. So they bring up. Even I watch Chamberlain Tundong, where be Ezio from Meme. Where it be the way they celebrate, it don't really celebrate. I don't know who even be the Ezio for the BLM. So, but Meme will be, but no say they be the way they go cash it, man. They come on Kumba. Yes. So they be bring them back now for their base. Now the unit for Kumba it be go. So now while they bring them back for them.
Job.
Yes, I go say bravo for the military them. But I know say and say what they do for go and put them for straight for sure. It be na part of what we be get for do. But as Mr. Jude talked, that for make the population see and say true that the Ayeke that because the first time they also don't kill Ayeke. But now all man not see and don't confirm say na General Ayeke alias say man pass gone. Yes, so we say bravo for the military them, but I know say now this one part of way they want to talk say it will solve this and reform matter because they talk say when they catch this man, big man for Amazonian, Mr. Ayuk Tabi, they be say the thing the matter go end, but they go put different man, it still continue. Before the one even kill this man, some video will go be circulate for social media where this Mr. is very Ayeke. If we go install some other guy we in a general. That video be circulated over social media. You know, make about 1 week. They can kill you. So this one now, in an sense, now part of which this way we would think say if he solve this and reform matter.
But we sabi say the palaver day, but the big question I say now for the kill.
Now what I say the killing, you no go solve this matter now for shit down for table.
Yes.
They will kill. But they'll stick as she done for table.
Yes, Major Adam.
She done for table now.
Major Adam quick say some man talk. Also don't come off the other Amazonian man way. He did without the BLM. Also don't come off way. It actually on this. You know, this kind of war where you know it just be continuous. You know they don't kill plenty from the one way they because I say General Ivo from that on start. True to the one even the mad dog one the way they don't kill them. They don't kill plenty, but when the one find situation where themselves surrender, make place and become. And just to add that before I go say, as this man died, B again too long say they don't rescue, B then talk say, now then talk say they don't rescue close to 24 people.
Yeah, they're strong.
Yes, where they don't rescue them. So some of these people people that they die last year for both camps, no lie. Yeah. People that they die, people that they suffer. So and they be marked for killing.
All right. Well, we don't end for this another one for PIDGIN News Debate for inside Equinoxe Tv House. I want to say big thank you for my two brother them where they video my corner today. Mbaku Jude, thank you plenty.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. That will always be a pleasure any other time.
All right, Job Desiree, I go call you that name. We plenty people they know you. Thank you to plenty.
Thank you, Ambassador, and Commissaire Ndomasia, Central Commission Limbe, Isma Troy Salute, and Commandant for EC Commandant Ibrahim, Matthew. So fine work with you do.
We salute them too for that side for inside Limbe Fako Division. We be get Carlos Minwe, we be put camera for we before. Manadine, he be day present. Malice, he day present too. And today, Ledu Pone, na SSF be day too for backside, say make una the siwi for outside. If all Tiwaka find Monday, if Papa God agree, una hold am tight.